I'll paraphrase the entire story for you, maintaining the original meaning while changing the wording and sentence structure. The setting sun created elongated shadows throughout the truck stop's parking area as Marcus "Bull" Henderson steered his motorcycle into a spot close to the restaurant. Bull was 52 years old, sporting a grizzled beard and tattoo-covered arms, having dedicated 27 years to the Iron Brotherhood Motorcycle Club. His appearance screamed danger. A leather vest displaying various patches, wallet chains, and a weathered face set in a perpetual grimace. Yet looks didn't tell the whole story. His journey had lasted 6 hours, returning from a charitable toy collection ride. His spine throbbed, his mouth felt parched, and his only desire was for coffee and dessert. After switching off the motor, the resulting quiet felt wonderfully peaceful. Then he detected it. Quiet, stifled weeping emanating from somewhere close by. Bull rose to his feet, his joints cracking audibly. The weeping originated from the building side near the trash bins. He paused. Throughout his years traveling, he'd discovered that minding one's own affairs was often the wisest choice. However, something about that weeping, anguished, terrified juvenile, compelled him to move toward it. Next to a worn-out pickup, he discovered her. She appeared no older than 7 or 8 years, featuring dark curly locks in a partially loosened ponytail. Her pink shirt showed dirt stains, and she gripped a small purple bag against her body. Tears flowed down her cheeks. Bull halted a few feet distant. "Hello there," he spoke gently, squatting down. "Are you all right, young lady?" The child's head jerked upward, her eyes filled with terror. She retreated quickly. Hold on," Bull said, lifting his palms. "I won't harm you. Where are your mom and dad?" She shook her head forcefully, new tears overflowing. "I can't say. Must keep moving." "Moving toward where?" "Sweetheart. Riverside. To my grandmother's house. I must reach there." Bull's expression grew more troubled. Riverside was no less than 80 miles away. "How did you travel this far?" "By walking. Then someone gave me a lift, but she needed to turn elsewhere. I'm exhausted, but stopping isn't an option." "What do people call you?" "Lily." "Lily, my name's Marcus, though people know me as Bull. Can you explain why you're traveling to your grandmother's alone?" Lily's crying grew stronger. "I'm not allowed to say. He warned me horrible things would occur if I spoke." Bull felt his blood turn icy. "Lily dear, regardless of your fear, I guarantee I can assist." "Who would harm your grandmother?" "Derek, my stepfather. Mom married him half a year ago following Dad's death. The day before yesterday, I overheard them arguing terribly." Mom let out a scream. Then complete silence followed. Bull's fists tightened. "Where is your mother currently?" "I'm unsure. I was concealed in my wardrobe." The following morning, Derek claimed Mom needed to leave. He told me I must deliver this to grandmother, warning he'd harm her otherwise. He forced me to depart before sunrise. He provided me $20 and instructed me to reach Riverside by any means. "Lily, you need to allow me to examine what's inside that bag." "I can't." He instructed me not to peek, not to reveal it to anyone. "Derek is relying on your fear preventing you from speaking up. Will you place your trust in me?" Gradually, with shaking hands, Lily extended the bag. Bull opened the zipper cautiously. The interior contained neatly arranged bundles of currency, tens of thousands worth. Under the money lay plastic packets containing white substance. At the very bottom, enclosed in a towel, sat a firearm. Bull retrieved his phone, his hands trembling as he called emergency services. "What's happening?" Lily questioned, her alarm increasing. "Lily, Derek deceived you completely. These are narcotics and unlawful currency. Derek exploited you because he lacks courage." "Emergency services? What's your crisis?" "Marcus Henderson here. I'm located at the Flying J truck stop at exit 47 on Interstate 10. A missing child is with me, roughly 8 years of age, called Lily. Her stepfather sent her on foot toward Riverside following a domestic abuse situation." Bull obtained Lily's home address. The child was transporting roughly $30,000 in currency, multiple bags of what seems to be methamphetamine, and a firearm. The stepfather utilized the child for drug transportation. Upon the police's arrival, Sergeant Mendoza heard the full account and crouched beside Lily. "Your bravery is remarkable. Your actions were correct. We'll locate your mother." Before entering the police vehicle, Lily rushed back toward Bull, wrapping her arms around his middle. "I'm grateful. You fulfilled your promise." Bull's eyes seemed oddly moist. "Stay strong, young lady." Close to midnight, Mendoza's call reached Bull. "Lily's mother has been located. She'd suffered severe beating and was confined in the cellar. She's hospitalized currently, damaged ribs, head trauma, but recovery is expected. Regarding Derek, we apprehended him attempting to enter Mexico. His imprisonment will be lengthy." 3 months afterward, Bull received artwork depicting a large bearded man beside a small girl. The caption read, "Grateful for your assistance. With affection, Lily." An accompanying letter from Rachel expressed gratitude for rescuing them both. Bull displayed that artwork on his workshop wall. Several club members began offering time to organizations supporting domestic abuse survivors. 12 months later, Bull encountered Lily and Rachel once more at a neighborhood gathering. Lily rushed toward him, now larger, healthier, self-assured. "Bull, my life is really wonderful. Mom and I are content now. We have safety." Rachel came forward, eyes brimming with tears. "You restored our existence." Bull disagreed with a head shake. "Your daughter possesses the courage. I simply placed a phone call. You halted. You paid attention. You showed concern. Are you aware how uncommon that is?" During his evening journey home, Bull contemplated perception and bias. How many individuals had noticed Lily and averted their gaze? How many had observed Bull and presumed he represented danger instead of assistance? The world contained many who assessed by outward appearance. However, it also contained people who remained observant, who responded when response was necessary. Upon reaching his driveway, his phone chimed. Tommy's message: "The next toy run happens in 3 weeks. Will you participate?" Bull grinned and responded, "Without question, because you appeared. You provided assistance. You safeguarded those unable to safeguard themselves. Occasionally you became someone's savior, regardless of whether you resembled what people anticipated a savior to resemble."